was pretty good.
Yeah, that was good.
I'm going to adjust my microphone a little bit. I hope that doesn't pick up.
All right.
Well, there we go. Okay. If it does, whatever. And we can clap
Episode
again.
6?
Episode 6. We've been gone.
Has it been? Is it an episode 6? I don't even know what episode number we're on.
This is episode 6, yeah. Because
Cool,
the previous
cool.
one was episode 5. And I'm a little fuzzy on math, but that, I think, works.
I have not listened to any of them. I'm sorry.
Whoa, who's that?
What? All right. So as you know, obviously, it's your host Streamo, joined by Farmstink,
Yep.
and this week our guest is the one, the only. How would you like us to refer to you?
Carcass is fine. Restingcarcass, a.k.a. King Louis. That's my role. You check the Discord.
King Louis, famously named after Louis C.K., I believe.
Mm-hmm. Do you like comedians?
No.
Do you agree with what he did outside of comedy?
Quitting? I agree with that.
Quitting school.
Yep. All right, so yeah, I mean, it's been a while since we've done one of these.
Yeah, it's been a while since
What
I've
have
been
you
on
guys
the
been
show.
up to? Have you been? Played any good video games?
Yeah, it's been like a week and a half, right?
Since
like
I
2
was
years.
last on,
Yeah, since you were last on, how long has it been?
couple weeks, right?
A couple weeks. Yeah.
I bought Prey because Silver has
Prey?
been bugging me to play Prey.
As I understand it, you bought the wrong one, right? You
Yes.
comically bought an older
I bought the
game.
2006 unlisted Steam game Prey from a key reseller, and I've been playing that.
That's pretty cool.
Does it run?
Oh yeah, no, it runs. It runs in. It's locked to 62 frames per second for some reason.
That's weird.
That's fun.
But it runs well otherwise. 1440, 16:9,
Yeah.
and it's not very good. I don't know what Silver was on about.
Yeah, that's seems
Oh,
odd.
weird
that you
thing to
recommended
just have
unlisted
me- yeah,
Steam.
I don't understand.
Yeah, it sort of came out like after Half-Life 1, right? And everyone was trying to get into that narrative first-person shooter thing.
Yeah, well,
And Prey happened.
Oh God! Speaking of that, like I beat
feels
Half-Life
older.
1 recently, finally, and I don't know since the last episode, but holy cow, it's so much better than Half-Life 2. It's so painful trying to play Half-Life 2 after having played Half-Life 1.
I'm not going to engage with that.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, that's just insane.
I did like
Just-
Black Mesa. That was very
I
good.
I actually have not finished Black Mesa. I played probably half of it when it was still just like a free mod.
Okay.
And then I believe at that point it was maybe 2005, and they said they were going to release Zen that year.
So you haven't
I believe
played
it just
Zen.
came out?
That's unfortunate. Zen is by far my favorite part of Black Mesa. It has such cool music.
They spent
it really
a long
feels
time on Zen.
Yeah, no, they did. It really feels like the climax of the game. And really, if I had to recommend, I would just say stop playing after Zen, because everything else is pretty boring by comparison.
Isn't the end of the game Zen? Like, you go to Zen and then you fight the thing and then you fight the Nihilanth, right? Isn't that how the game ends?
You fight that giant baby thing. Is that Zen?
Yeah. That's in Zen. I think that's
Okay,
how
well
Zen
then
ends.
I would say stop after the spider, whatever period that is.
Oh, okay.
That weird spider thing that was like a nothing fight in Half-Life 1.
Yes, I do remember
That whole thing has been reworked to take a much longer time. It's really cool. It's like a chase sequence that's really well fleshed out.
Sounds a little bit like the
Super
ending
impressive.
of Metroid Prime, actually. As far as the
Yeah.
giant spider chase sequence.
Well, I don't play those games.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
Any particular reason?
Don't believe in them. I don't understand even what it is.
If they
Primarily.
did exist.
I get confused in those games because I have a hard time remembering 3D spaces. So when you like put me in Metroid Prime, I'm like, I don't even know where I am right now.
I don't like the
I'm not
concept
sure if you're
of backtracking.
joking, but I do kind of struggle.
Half a joke.
Yeah.
I'm a W holder, and those Metroidvania style games are definitionally not
Mhm.
W holding games. So
Well,
I
'cause
get
they
very
expect you to like
frustrated.
remember stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why I like Ocarina of Time so much.
Oh, we
no,
have a caller coming in.
Oh yeah, we have somebody has broken into the podcast recording studio, and I'm just gonna drop a quick mute on them, not to speak ill of
belabor
their
the point.
character, obviously.
No. Oh.
Okay, there we go.
There she goes.
All right, so where were
Yep.
we? Yeah.
Ocarina of Time, much better game. You just go one
Definitely.
direction, right? You beat.
Much better than what? Oh, but the Metroid Prime.
Yeah,
I mean,
you hold W. There's
yeah.
no backtracking.
You do.
Right? You go
well,
straight.
there is actually backtracking.
Well, there's not. You beat Goma, and then you wrong warp to Ganon's castle,
Oh,
then you beat
so you're just
Ganon.
talking about the speed run.
and then you're
That's how
done in
you play
20
the game.
minutes.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
It's like a short hike.
I tell you how I
It
beat
takes-
Ocarina of Time and how miserable that was.
No.
No.
I beat for the Boomer Game Challenge. I beat not Ocarina of Time. Sorry, Majora's Mask. Ocarina of Time I played legitimately because I just know that game backwards and forwards. Took me no time because I'm a god
Obviously.
gamer. Majora's Mask. I don't think anyone's actually ever beaten the game. So what I
Piece of shit
did,
game.
You might be
is-
right.
I pulled up a speed run on YouTube of Majora's Mask, like 4.5 hours long, and I would follow it because there wasn't that many difficult things to do in the game. There's like a couple little techniques, but they're pretty quick to learn. So I would watch a minute and then play a minute, and then watch a minute and then play a minute for 4.5 hours of video. That's
That's
how
like
I.
9 hours total.
It took me at least that long. Maybe like on the edge of 10 to 12, but I don't think you can beat the game faster than that, if at all. So I still feel pretty good with my time.
Yeah, that's another game where you have to like remember stuff, which is hard.
It is, and honestly, the thing is, it's just not better than Ocarina of Time. So it's like, why bother playing it?
Exactly.
I don't
All
know if it's a
games,
better
really.
game, but it's a better setting. I think. I really like I really like the setting in Majora's Mask.
Termina's nice.
Sort of, yeah, it's mystical.
It's got a melancholic kind of vibe to it. It's like Silent Hill.
Melancholic emphasis on the colic in that it made me sick.
I don't understand.
Those
that
are
joke.
kind of jokes that really bring in the Patreon subscribers right there.
They sure do.
Did you guys pick up anything good on the sale?
No,
yeah.
I think I did purchase Red Dead Redemption 2 on the sale.
Oh no.
And
Are
I'll
you
tell
still
what,
playing
No.
Yeah.
Game, not only is it bad, my computer doesn't really run it very well.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes
that? No,
sense.
as someone whose computer does run it well, it is a bad game. not
I
fun.
pirated it and I played it for about half an hour
Yeah.
and was sort of done.
It's just
Yeah.
so. It could be good, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
all those GTA style games, like I should say Rockstar games, like they are almost good. They have good things in them, but they try.
Yeah.
They like focus on entirely the wrong stuff.
Yeah, there's too much. There's too
There's
much
not
stuff in
enough
these games.
P and V, right?
Yeah.
It's way
Yes.
too, I don't know, restrained?
Did you say there's not enough PIV?
PNV. Sex?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, there's not enough fucking.
Yeah.
That's my
Okay,
problem with the
man.
game.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about like sex scenes in video games? Pro, anti?
Horny, I guess is how they make me feel.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know. It's usually not done great. So.
How about lewd apocalypse?
Actually, yeah. I suppose that's a. I don't
Alright,
know
hold
how
on.
flippant you were being. Does it actually make you? What? Hold
Does it
on.
make me what?
Carcass? I feel like you should be answering this question about the sexy video games. This is
Yeah,
actually something I'm very interested in.
Sorry,
like
I-
a sex scene in a video game. Like, does that
Please.
actually like do something for you?
I
You don't have to
mean,
answer.
In so much as anything does anything for anyone.
Uh-huh.
I
it
just because like I don't know.
does
Have
something.
you ever seen the?
What's the horny equivalent of getting a headshot? Right? That's essentially it.
I don't even understand what that means.
Like the
I'm
hit marker
thinking, like-
noise in Call of Duty, that's what
Yeah.
it is to you? I get it, yeah.
Like that.
Okay.
okay.
I see.
Yeah, totally. It's like, ooh, nice.
Or it's like it's
Okay.
like watching a bad horror movie like Return of the Living Dead. Right? Like what does that scene with Trash where she just gets naked and dance on a tombstone? What does that do for anybody? The same thing that the scenes where people are getting eaten does.
Okay, but the
Right?
thing
It
is, like,
titillates.
I understand how a useless gratuitous sex scene in a movie could function
you?
because like whatever, it's
I
at least
think
like
you do.
naked people. No, but the thing is, it's like in a video game, it's like they're just horribly uncanny animated, like robotic, soulless things.
I mean, you're
you know?
familiar with the concept of erotica, right? That's just words on a page, and somehow millions
Sure,
of
I
housewives
think
are
that
getting
makes more
into it.
sense to me than a video game does. Like unironically.
getting aroused by words, things
Yes.
that people write. That's crazy.
Yes, because it's at least that's your imagination around.
There's no effort. It's much harder to write code.
Interesting. All right.
So-
I mean, I'm thinking of like those women that you see like on the strip in Fallout New Vegas, who
Yeah.
are ostensibly, sex workers, I should say,
Sure.
who are trying to, like solicit it or whatever, like advertise a casino, and it's just like they look like garbage.
You already answered your own question, though. Like, how does it work with erotica? It works with imagination. So when I see the sex workers on the strip, sure, I'm seeing the graphics, but I'm imagining the situation to be more appealing than, what is presented in front of me.
Okay,
You
I
exercise
guess
your
that makes
imagination
sense,
in all
yeah.
games, right? Nobody's just taking a game and saying, like, yep, I'm viewing these flat polygons and now I'm enjoying myself. You're getting wrapped up.
All right, well,
in the
hold on.
story.
We don't need to go offensive. I mean, some of us do games our own way. Look at polygons and get, think about the polygons. There's nothing wrong with that.
I think there might be one person who does it that way.
I don't understand this bit. I'm gone.
Imagination, baby.
You
Also,
lost me.
permanently horny, right? There's no off
Yeah.
switch on this guy. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't dislike it. I don't dislike it any more than anything else in games, except for when games get political. I can't stand that.
Oh, that's the worst.
Well, we are a firmly apolitical podcast here.
Very nice.
Yeah. And I guess sort of speaking on the not political games, I bought a game on the Steam Summer Sale. I played it last week called Suzerain. I think that's how you pronounce that.
Suzerain, I think. I don't know. I know
Suzerain?
what word you're talking about, but I don't know how it's pronounced.
Yeah, I actually don't know how to say that word either.
How do you spell the word?
Suzerain.
Oh, wow. Suzerain.
Yeah. Right? I think it's, but I feel like I'm not saying it right because I don't think it's an English word.
I believe it is an English word. It was used in Blood Meridian, famously.
Sure. But yeah,
Is that
sort
a
of like
Mortal
going on
Kombat?
to the games aren't political. In that game, you take the role of a president in a sort of shitty country, and you have to like. Well, you can go many different directions. You can either go like dictator. I was sort of like a.
Dictator. That's what like the Irish people do.
Yeah,
Ayo.
yeah.
Potato.
Because they fuck potatoes.
Yes.
Yep.
Exactly. Yep.
I think I went like the democratic socialist route. I recovered the economy being someone with an economics degree. That was pretty trivial for me.
Me too. I'm not very good at it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Can you
play
maybe work
Suzerain
on
and see how you
our
do.
economy? Am I right, folks?
Yeah. Hey, all I did was invest in infrastructure, take on massive debt, and it all worked out in the end. So
I don't play games that require strategy.
Yeah. Well, if
Yeah.
a game can use the word infrastructure, I don't want to play it.
I love infrastructure. Holy
Do you play
shit.
the Sim Cities games?
Yep.
Oh god.
Yeah, I love
that's
SimCity.
Those are
The only
girl
time I've
games.
ever thought those games looked appealing was when I was watching some friends of mine play it, and they were like trying to figure out how to put like sewage treatment plants next to the elementary school.
Yeah.
All that good
You
stuff.
could do that. Well, you don't want to do that because then it affects the health of the people living next to it. So you
I think
actually
that's
want
why
to sort
you
of put
want
it
to do it, right?
in the industrial regions.
To me, that sounds like it should actually improve the health because it's like a workplace for their a workout for their immune system, right? I think
Well, yeah, but you also have to. That sounds like a political
Is
statement.
there
I
a
don't wanna
SimCity
get
game
into.
that just gets to the heart of it and lets you play as an angry god intentionally, right, and rewards that behavior? Because I feel like what you're saying, Streamo, is you
That
do it
sounds-
that way, and I do it that way, and Farm, I'm sure you do it that way, even when, nobody's looking. But I want to play a game where that is the point.
I mean, I
There
feel like
was
that's like
game
a
that.
Peter Molyneux type game. Right?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it's called.
Black and white, maybe.
I think it might be black and white. Yeah.
There's also Godus or Goddess.
It is. Godless isn't that good, but black and white, yeah, by Lionhead, so it is a Peter Molyneux game.
I don't see it on Steam.
God,
It's
Peter
not on
Molyneux.
Steam. It's
There's
like
a
an Xbox
similarly
game.
named guy who, like, I don't know,
All games are on Steam.
did a
Don't lie to me.
Nazism or something recently, and it really was so confusing to me.
That might have just been Peter Molyneux who did it. Who did the Nazi?
No. It's like there's like a. I guess this is borderline whatever. But yeah, just people who have similar names. What the heck is up with that? All right, folks.
Oh!
I agree.
Whoa. No, one game I have sort of been playing recently is replaying is Snake Pass. I'm trying to get sort of 100% on it.
Somebody was getting mad at that game for one of the
It's probably
events.
me. I
It is
hated the
a
15
blast.
minutes I spent in Snake Pass.
No,
I did not.
I'm gonna control
did
that
not like
Snake
it.
Pass. That was on the Game Pass. I did not.
Oh, you're on Game Pass?
Yeah, of course.
My man.
It's the best value for games, for gamers, for dollars.
I'm happy
I think that's
somebody
the
else
actual
realized this
tagline.
out. That's now 2 people with economics degrees telling you Game Pass is the best deal.
I tell you what, actually, I did
For
look
gamers.
at Game Pass. I looked
Other
into
than just,
it.
like,
and I looked
piracy,
at the,
right?
the myriad games that were available on it, and I was
Whoa.
like, I don't want to play any of these.
He
games.
used myriad correctly.
Wow.
Actually,
Isn't
myriad
that-
is also a noun as well as an adjective. It's not wrong to use it as a noun.
Oh, please, don't stream on me on this one. I'm trying to give you a
He's gonna get
compliment.
you. Yeah. They have Age of Empires 2 on Game Pass? Come on.
They have Halo, right?
Ape Out? Have you guys played Ape Out?
I have not played it.
I have
Is that a
played-
Wii game?
Ape Out.
Ape Out's sick, isn't it?
Ape Out is an emotionally touching game. I loved Ape Out. I identify with Ape Out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait.
So in Ape Out, you're just like this. It's not, I don't want to say it's like black and white, but it's sort of like dichromatic sort of art style. Well, there's a lot of colors, but it's top down. You run around as an ape and you just fuck shit up. It's great.
Yes.
That does sound vaguely familiar. I definitely maybe I've seen somebody play it.
Yeah. It's sort of like the super hot of ape games.
It's a beautiful
Oh.
game.
Speaking of that, Carcass, did you check out that ape game? Actually, I guess it's not an ape game. I just was thinking the kid kind of looked like a monkey. The kissing game that I sent you? Gosh, what the heck is it called?
Probably. If there was kissing involved, I'm sure I at least clicked on the Steam page.
Yeah, so it's called Tulip. It's actually a PS2 game.
Tulip.
But so the premise of the game is that you and your father moved to this new town, and you're very poor and no one really likes you, and so you have to go around and kiss everyone in town so that they'll like you, and so that you the love of your life will like you back.
I think I've already said this. This game looks awful.
Well, just use your imagination.
You've had
dude.
me rediscover this now. I remember
It
feeling
actually-
the same feelings I'm feeling now, which is annoyed that you would even bring this up.
I played it a few hours. It reminds me quite a bit of Animal Crossing in a weird way.
You're not selling me
Uh-huh.
on this.
Yeah, I thought it was a good game.
It's Animal Crossing with more fucking in it. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
there's
I
no
would say Animal
sex,
Crossing
there's
is more
just kissing.
gameplay. It is only kissing, unfortunately. There's no.
Oh.
Yeah. That doesn't even count.
Yeah, that's lame. I don't get it bad for that. Yeah.
Well, no, obviously not. Kissing.
I downloaded Animal Crossing for the PC, but I did not install it
Oh.
or play it yet.
I gotta say, I'm not sure that there's an Animal Crossing game for the PC.
It's using the emulator. It's like a repack.
Oh. Is it for. What's it called? For
Yes.
the, most recent one?
Yeah. It's whatever the most recent one is that was on the Switch.
Good game, I would
Which
say.
I also
I
have.
played it. I booted it up the other day, actually.
I have not played it, but
What'd you do? What'd you do when you
Fiance
booted
plays
it up?
a lot.
Honestly, not much.
That's the thing. It's a nothing game. Like, yes, you can hold W, but you're not going anywhere.
I don't hold W, I take W's. You know what I'm saying? I get wins.
I don't,
don't
know
you
what
like-
you're saying.
Don't you like rebuild your island and stuff?
What? Like me
Actually,
personally?
you know what? I don't even care about.
Or do you mean like the
I
gameplay?
don't care about him. I even can't even pretend.
Okay.
I have an issue with games like that where it's like you have to manage an inventory because I get really stressed out that I won't be able to put everything I want in my inventory.
So I also am not a big fan of inventory management simulator games. And I have to say, Animal Crossing, you don't have to do that much inventory management work.
But But you have to have so like okay, this is actually really important. So I know you have tools in Animal Crossing, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So when you put the tools in your inventory, do they have their own separate space that they automatically go to, or do you need to put them in the top row manually each time?
I believe there is a sort button as far as the top row manually.
That's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it. Yeah.
Huh. If you guys are wondering, there are nude texture mods for Animal Crossing. I'm looking at them.
You know what's funny is I actually was not wondering that.
Super wasn't wondering that.
Is that not the first thing you guys Google? Video game name plus nude textures.
One time as a young kid, I did spend some time trying to figure out how to get a in The Sims when you make them do stuff like there's a box will be. I was like,
oh
how do I get this
Jesus,
to go away?
Oh yeah.
Go to voice links. Are you in voice links? Go to voice links.
Yep. Yep. Are you allowed to post that here?
I mean, I will make myself.
Maybe you should post it in your own channel.
Oh, that's right. I have a channel now.
Yeah, right?
Boom. Check that out.
Oh my god, that's awful.
Hey,
Who likes that?
It's
I'm
the
not
thought
gonna look.
that counts.
Should I look?
It's so round.
Oh god, is it like a nude Animal Crossing mod?
Yeah, it's not even. It doesn't even look good.
Oh, you put it in your containment channel.
Yeah, I've been
That's
bugging Summer about
so
that for a while.
funny. Oh my god,
You should have
It's
seen
awful.
Mod Chat prior to now.
that's so funny.
He was like, I'm either going to demod
Uh,
you or I'm giving you the containment channel. Like, alright, give me the channel.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not a good look.
It's just because
It's
Wub
like-
got a job and he would kept on checking Mod Chat during work, and like a third of the time it would just be me posting some like shock porn outside of Silver's ideas.
Right.
That's awesome. Yeah.
How do we move on from that?
Well,
I'm not moving
I
on.
like Animal Crossing.
I got the website open still.
Uh-huh.
Farm. I didn't necessarily have any specific video games in mind for this guest to talk to him about. I'm curious if you know anything like that.
No.
As long as we're not talking about
Alright.
Melee. I don't even like
Yeah,
that game.
what games do you like?
Do you feel comfortable talking about any games at length? What do you feel has been the
What
most
do you like?
influential game in your life?
That's a hard question to answer.
Okay.
Wait, I didn't even hear the question. Let me back that up. That's a hard question to answer because I didn't hear what you said. Something about
like
games in life.
Yeah, what video game do you feel has been the most influential in the progression of your life?
Video games.
Are you Googling something?
No, you'd hear me typing.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Katamari Damacy. Wait,
Oh hell yeah.
maybe
Good
that
answer,
one.
Good answer.
I'm gonna give you three. I'm gonna give you Katamari Damacy, the Silent Hill series, of which my favorites, I know this is controversial, I like 3 and 4 the most, but also played them the most.
I have heard 4 in particular is pretty good.
That actually, no, Amplitude for the PlayStation 2, that had a profound
Ooh.
impact on me as a person.
Interesting answer. I have never heard of that game. Can you tell me more?
It is a rhythm game
Oh, I know this.
where all of the instruments are laid out on tracks in front of you. It's like the drums and the bass and the voice, all that stuff. And you have to hit, I guess, these little dots on the tracks in time with what's happening in the song to blow up the track and let it play for a little while on its own. So you're basically trying to blow up all these tracks to play the full song at the same time. It's preceded by frequency. I like rhythm games. Rhythm games are great. So that might actually... So I think personality-wise, the Newgrounds adult section, and then for reaction speed, rhythm games.
Can I tell you
Those are
something?
what I have.
The backlogged review website is seriously lacking in their, section of the Newgrounds Not Safe for Work game website.
That is
You
a
wouldn't
shame.
even know that it existed from backlog.com.
I haven't checked it in a while. Does it even exist anymore?
All Flash games are dead, right? So
Yeah, Flash is
That's the
dead.
problem. I was looking for some hentai games online, or just like generally like Newgrounds plus, whatever stuff, and they're like, it's weird the level of production quality a lot of them have. It doesn't feel as good.
Well, what I think is interesting is you see a lot of indie or eShop games come out nowadays that it really looks like had they come out in 2005 or whatever, they would have just been I mean, even if we're talking not about like porn games. Like,
Are we talking pixel
these
graphic
indie
games?
Yeah, they would have come out as a Flash game for free on Congregate, but now they're $70.
But now they come out at some absurd price, and people are just jerking themselves off about how great it is because everything's over animated and it's all pixelated. Early access, pixel graphics, story rich, choices matter. I hate these games, all of them. There's not been one single indie game worth playing.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Do you guys think there's a nude mod for Omori?
An Omori nude mod?
Let me bing that real quick.
God, I hope not.
I need to check that right now.
I was thinking about Omori again recently, which I know I shouldn't, but God,
safe search
that game.
off.
I really think it would have been great if, like, actually good if they had made it so that. Carcass, do you mind if we spoil you on Omori?
No one's listening.
I'm never going to be playing.
We're both looking into this right
games.
now.
Okay, well, the images are just normal. Okay, there's someone called Kaori
in the
Omori
game as it is, the normal way, like you're just casual gameplay going through. You will save your friendship and whatever, come to an emotional catharsis, and it'll be good. And then if you work really hard and go all the opposite ways, you'll unlock the hidden ending where you just kill yourself. So, yeah. I don't
Something
know.
about killing yourself? That's kind of cool.
I can't find any Omori nude
I
mods.
could not. There are too
I guess
many
just like the issue that I have with that is just that why don't they make the hard way that you go out of your way, that thing, like you achieve the emotional catharsis and save your friendships, and the normal ending would be
there might
that.
be Omori hentai. This came out in 2010. This can't be that.
I think you are looking for the wrong thing in the wrong place.
Yeah,
you are not going to find emotional catharsis in a video game.
Oh.
Or any media, actually, if we expand. Because it's all very obvious what the director or the writer or whoever's doing the thing is trying to do.
I mean, the thing is, I think the game did achieve some emotional catharsis, but I think the issue is that it was like cheap and it was, manipulative in achieving that, and I think it was kind of cheap by that. I think media can give you emotional catharsis. That's a real thing.
Well, no, because you just said it's all cheap and manipulative. It's obvious, right, what they're doing. It's like going to a haunted house. Who gets scared at haunted houses? Everybody's just in costumes. You know it's engineered to try to freak you out. Therefore, it's not scary in the slightest.
Who gets scared at a haunted house are people who have an ability to enjoy themselves.
I enjoy myself all the time. Yeah. Nightly.
I mean, it's sort of like letting yourself go and embrace the fiction, right?
Yeah, honestly, this is a very funny example because my girlfriend really does enjoy haunted houses, and going to those kind of things, getting all spooked, and like,
sure.
I don't find them very scary, but I still go and I still do, jump, and you get the adrenaline rush. Like, it's still a good time. Unlike Omori.
I like horror movies and haunted houses for the construction. It's interesting to see the decisions that were made, but I've not been able to do what you're talking about, which is connect to them emotionally enough to at least have like an adrenaline rush. I don't understand that part of it.
Not even like a jump scare rush?
No. And you can ask Cutest Redhead. I do not get jump scared. I'm ready for everything at all times. You will not catch me unaware.
Yeah.
Have you sorry, just like going off of that, you like horror movies, you like the idea of horror theme park type things. Do the Silent Hill games scare you?
No. I think that they are cool for the stories that they tell, and like the way the world's designed is very interesting, right? But I wouldn't say they're scary. Especially with like that extra layer of I'm sitting here playing a video game going on.
Yeah.
That makes it worse for me.
It's difficult, but I do appreciate the art. The art's very nice, and the music.
I can't get into scary games. Like I just don't get spooked. I mean, Omori actually
they scare me too much.
Times, but I tried playing Pathologic 2.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it was just kind of creepy sometimes, but mostly it was just weird. And then I guess it turns out the guy's like a white nationalist or something. I don't know. So I also kind of dropped that game.
Yeah, I can see that being fun to play.
Yeah, I tried playing like the new Prey game, but I was like literally getting so stressed out because things transform into other things and they jump at you. I could not do it. I couldn't take it anymore. I was like, I'm gonna have a heart attack and die if I continue to play this video game.
That kind of sounds like it rules, honestly.
No,
Yeah, I've
it
never
wasn't
been in that
fun.
position.
It was genuinely stressful.
Are you afraid of things in real life?
No.
Because that's my problem. Whenever I'm playing a game and, a monster jumps out and attacks me and my character dies, I'm always thinking in the back of my mind, like, alright, yeah, my character died, but, like, in real life, this monster jumps out at me, that monster's going down. There's no way. If I'm not fumbling with these controls, I take that monster down.
Yeah. I think it's like the having to do inputs while you're doing it, and like having to hold W is
so
different
it
than walking
scares you.
forward.
Okay, so it annoys me, but it scares you. I get that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, 'cause it's out of your control, sort of. But you're also in control. So it's like you're piloting something clunky.
Did you guys ever
But you
play
still have to do it. It's
the
weird.
Amnesia games?
I tried, yeah. Same
You said
thing.
you tried? You didn't?
I tried. Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Can't say I've
Couldn't
even
do it.
heard of them.
Yeah. I got to the point where this is like within the first 30 minutes. There's a long hallway, and then there's a piano at the end, and I think I pressed a button on it, and then I turned around and the monster was there, and I was like, I can never play this game again. I'm done.
Have either of you watched the Boss Baby sequel, Family Business?
I haven't even watched the first Boss Baby.
Oh,
That is
I thought you said
upsetting.
Moss Baby. I thought you were going to try to be talking about, like,
Baby made of moss?
no, that's, what the fuck is it called? That stupid, awful game. Hollow Knight. There we go. Yeah. Moss
Oh.
Bag. Moss Bag.
Indie game. Have not played.
Yeah, it's alright.
It's fine,
ha-
yeah.
Have you played Thumper?
I have.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Thumper's
rules.
a really cool game.
Thumper rules. Also on Game Pass.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
so
you
Thumper
like-
check out Thumper.
Is a rabbit, yes?
No, it's a little metallic
A little
beetle.
beetle on
Oh.
a track. It's a cool
I
game
guess-
because, like, have you ever played a game like it? I hadn't. I'd played games that were kind of
No.
similar, but, like, it's so fresh and unique that it was
Yeah.
just delightful the whole way through.
Yeah, the atmosphere is like I haven't seen anything like that in a game. It's so like industrial. I love it.
Yeah, I want to
really
be the Thumper. I want to be in a car on a rail with giant head monsters.
Yeah.
It's enticing.
Yeah. And I guess there's like music math nerds really like it because of time signatures or something. I don't understand that part.
Math.
Oh,
rock.
it's a rhythm violence game?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here's
Okay.
something. I can get it on
Thumper's
my Stadia.
very violent.
Yeah, it
That's
coined
good.
the term. It's like strand-based game, but before then, rhythm violence.
When did it come out?
It's very interesting. I hear that playing it in VR is just like a transcendent experience.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to try that when it was still on Game Pass. I meant to do it. Now it's off, and I'd have to buy Thumper, but
Wow, it's too bad.
it's too bad. But I don't know if I'm like emotionally ready to play that game in VR. I think it might be too much for me.
I think that's all the more reason. Man, if I could be in your shoes, I would do it. If I knew
Yeah.
that there was a precipice I could approach to make me feel something, I would absolutely go down that road.
Do you not often feel things?
Not often, no.
Yeah. That's awesome, dude.
You know what makes me feel things? Generally, like, feel good,
I
actually?
don't know what makes you feel things.
Checking the listener mailbag.
Oh!
I don't know
Listener
what
mail
that is
in-
either.
Well, it's the part of the show where people.
I don't like this bit.
It's not a bit. It's
Not a
part of the
bit.
show. People
Part of the
send
show.
in emails to lastvideogamepodcast@gmail.com, your listener mail. If we don't answer it on the show, someone will send you a very rude and nasty email if you send stupid questions. So if it's not answered on the show, someone probably reply to you that way.
Can you say that email address again for the viewers, the listeners?
It is lastvideogamepodcast@gmail.com.
We have had listeners send mail during the show before, if you'd like to do that, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Do we have any mail waiting in the bag?
We actually have a lot. This first one comes in from, this one's signed Wubbles.
Okay.
Hi, LVGP. What's your least favorite video game you've ever played to completion, and what drove you to complete it rather than drop it when you realized it kind of sucked?
Interesting question.
Good question.
Worst
I
game?
have one off the top of my head.
Okay.
Yeah, Super Mario Sunshine is a bad video game.
That's just evil.
You know, the camera's bad, the levels are bad, the music's bad, it looks terrible. But you know, I was like 13 when I played it, and I didn't really know better.
Sure.
So I would have to say Super Mario Sunshine, just because I didn't realize Mario games could be better than that. And you know, maybe they can't, but
I think that's a good game, actually. I think it's quite fun.
oh,
So I'm just going to have to go ahead and disagree with you there. So I would say, for my answer, probably the worst game that I ever played to completion was Full Metal Alchemist Dual Sympathy for the Nintendo DS.
isn't that an anime?
It is an anime game, yes. And I think my mom bought it for me at Costco when I was a kid.
All right.
And I played it through. The reason I beat it was because I think I was a child and didn't have much else to do.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think I was curious how Fullmetal Alchemist ended.
What
Yeah.
So like, what type of game was it? What'd you do?
So it's pretty much just a side scroller. You just kind of
Okay, that's cool.
there's like enemies, and then you move to the right and you kill them.
Mm-hmm.
That is pretty much it.
Did you
Like
have
Metal
to
Slug?
draw on the bottom screen to do alchemy?
That might have happened. I don't
That'd be cool, I bet.
think so. I want to say it was like a port, maybe. Oh no, yeah. The touchscreen of the Nintendo DS is used to draw transmutation circles for alchemy, as well as to trigger special moves, some of which are necessary to progress through the game. Oh, so I guess it was a Metroidvania. Okay. That's good to know.
Well, I'm not
Yeah.
impressed.
Do you have a answer to this, Carcass?
I'm gonna be real. I was not paying any attention. What is the question?
All right.
Streamio?
The question. Well, I mean, I don't have it in front of me. Why is it up to me?
Open up the
question
mailbox.
is, what is the worst video game that you have played to completion, and why?
Oh, the worst video game I played to completion and why? That's actually an easy one. Jet Set Radio. I played it for the Boomers Game Challenge,
Oh.
and it was horrible.
People like that
Absolutely
game.
terrible video game. Made worse by the fact that the art was great and the music was great and everything about the game was great except for the gameplay, which was fucking terrible and frustrating, and I wish I could wipe the memory of this game from my mind. I've never been so angry.
I almost wonder, like, if the controls are messed up on the port or something, if it's like better on Dreamcast, because it's just so bad, right?
If I had the home addresses of the directors of that game, I would be in prison. Check the email box. You have an important letter.
Well, we're still working through this question. You know, we like to give time to each person who reaches out.
This question was a bad question because who remembers bad video games? I couldn't have named one otherwise. I was forced to sit and play this game for the challenge.
Yeah, that's rough.
Terrible game.
What was that game that they did? They soft rebooted Jet Set Radio. I played it last year. I can't remember it. I don't know why I'm asking you guys, like you would know.
I'm just getting mad right now. You're upsetting me, making me think
A
about
soft
this game.
reboot of Jet Set Radio. I mean, they have the only thing that comes to mind would be Lethal League.
Nope, not Lethal. What? No,
You know,
it's
the
not
art
Lethal
style
League.
is kind of similar.
The art
It's a
style is
movie,
it's
isn't
it's on Game Pass. It was a.
Oh, are you
Xbox
talking
One game.
about
Sunset Overdrive?
Yeah, I was gonna say Sunset Overdrive, which I have downloaded and I have not played.
That is
Fun game.
not like Jet Set Radio, is it?
It looks
Isn't
a
it?
lot like it.
I think it is.
Okay.
You
Well,
skate around with your feet on buildings and you shoot things with funny guns.
Yeah.
I still want to play Jet Set Radio Future, which, as I understand, fixes all the issues, but like I can't find a copy of it. It's
I would just
impossible
play
to find.
Sunset Overdrive if I were you.
Sunset Radio. Jet Set Radio Future? Is this a real thing?
Yeah.
Could I have played a better version of this game?
It's a sequel. It's only on the original Xbox, but they have like copies of it. But you can play it on 360.
What if I don't have an Xbox?
They were giving them away for free for a while at GameStop.
Well, that doesn't really help him, does it? Still doesn't
Yeah,
help.
that doesn't help me.
I'm just
What
saying.
they were doing to arm us with Xboxes, I clearly missed out on that.
I think it was
Yeah.
you paid $60, but they gave you a $6 rebate if you took it, so you could just get free Xbox 360s.
I mean, that's great, but you're saying it like it's in the past tense, so he can't do it now.
Yeah, can I do that now?
Well, what you could do is get a job and purchase it.
I have a job. I'll
Yeah,
not
just
spend
play
any money
Sunset
on it.
Overdrive. We don't need to belabor this.
Played a lot of Rock
let's
Band
move on.
3
Next email, yeah.
Yeah.
Carcass?
Xbox.
What? Bomberman 3? Was
No,
that what you said?
Rock Band 3. I played a lot of that on the Xbox 360.
Oh, hell yeah.
The Pro Drums. I got myself a MIDI kit.
Ooh,
Played the
I
shit
got
out of
those
that.
too.
Shit, brother. That's
That
cool.
rock.
That's a lot of fun.
They need to bring those back.
The only thing I want an Xbox for right now is I miss being able to play the Rock Band drums. I know there's a PC
Yeah.
equivalent, but I don't feel like figuring that one out.
Can you play the Rock Band drums on the PC one?
Yeah,
Can you
it's
even
called
buy those?
something
Do
else.
they even make them?
Well, no, it's not the Rock Band drums, but I didn't use those. I used an electronic kit and then had like a MIDI
Yeah.
converter for it.
Wow, what a gamer. You have a...
Yeah, it sounds expensive.
Jesus.
It
Okay,
was
so
not.
next email. Carcass?
All right, next email. Sorry. This one comes in from that same French name. I think it's pronounced Fleur Poisel. Dear Last Video Game Podcast, I noticed you're speaking about quote sports unquote in the last episode, and was wondering if you have any opinions on the Stanley Cup Finals. As a French Canadian, I am so excited to see the Habs in the finals. Have you been watching it?
Damn. God.
Have you ever played any of the NHL video games?
I'm not really a big soccer fan, so I don't really have much I can say here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's cool that Italy took it home.
Yep.
I think it's good that England lost, but other than that, no, I don't have much to say about that.
I'm not a fan of human sports people play with their sweaty meat bodies full of dirt and disgusting grime touching each other. I don't like anything about anything to do with sports.
Do you like beach volleyball?
I've never played beach volleyball. It depends on who's playing. That's how I'll answer
Yeah.
that question.
Yeah, I figured I could get you with that one.
Yeah, you got me with that one. You're right.
Yeah.
I will watch beach volleyball.
Let's move on to the next question.
Moving on, yes.
We have no opinion on the Stanley Cup.
No, I don't care about hockey. I mean, whatever. The NHL games, I played one on my Xbox 360 and it was fun.
I don't
But
think I played any of them.
offsides is hard to.
Here's who the heck is Stanley, anyways?
They
You
have
know what I'm saying?
offsides in hockey? That sucks.
Yeah, if you go past the blue line and the puck
Offsides is
is
so
in front of
lame.
you. Yeah, that's lame. Next question from Silverhand, Johnny Silverhand from Cyberpunk 2077.
Nice.
That joke's not tired yet.
Nope.
What's up, gamers? Here are some questions. There's 3 of them.
Oh God. All right.
So I guess we can go one by one here. Oh, this is gonna be fucked up.
Of course, Silver gives us 3.
He did. Yeah, he
It's a
sent
teacher's pet.
What are your most anticipated games for the rest of the year?
I
Are we
couldn't
doing this
name a
one at a
single game
time, or-
coming out.
Yeah, we should go one at a time. I can start again if you guys need some time to.
Go for it. I mean, I know my answer.
Let me just quickly
Alright.
consult my brain.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna say mine. It has to be right. Pathfinder: Wrath of the Righteous. I mean, you guys knew. I'm looking forward to that coming out in September. Sequel to Pathfinder: Kingmaker. I really think Alucard's gonna tidy this one up, have a cleaner launch. They're adding whole lot more classes, and they're gonna have like those mythic paths you can choose. Army building. I think there might even be some RTS stuff going on. 100% on that.
Pathfinder. I hardly know her.
Really looking forward to.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
Screamo?
I'm probably looking forward to No More Heroes 3 more than anything else. It's Suda 51 game. He's very funny. Makes fun games. I still haven't played No More Heroes 2 because I heard it sucks. Suda was not involved with it, although it was under the name, obviously. It looks cool. Still, it's continuing. There's a bunch of shout-outs to Hotline Miami, I guess, which continues something that happened in the previous game. Yeah, good times. Comes out like in August or something on Nintendo Switch, so...
Is it on PC?
It is not, although it probably will be there eventually. Better on Nintendo Switch, though.
They just really don't want me to play those games, and that's fine.
The thing is, you could just play them on Nintendo Switch as they were meant to be played.
Yeah, just get a Switch.
Yeah.
And
I
then
have a Switch.
hack it, and then play all
Oh,
the
did you
games for free.
play No More Heroes Farm?
No, so it wasn't on sale, so I didn't buy it.
Well, I know Travis Strikes Again wasn't on sale. No More Heroes also wasn't on sale.
Is that on Steam?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Carcass, what are you
right.
looking forward to, game-wise?
Game-wise, I'm looking forward to Dying Light 2. Because I do like zombie games, and it's my normie game. Cautiously optimistic about the Diablo 2 remaster, remake.
Mm-hmm. Didn't they ever do one of those? Am I crazy?
The Diablo 2 remaster?
It's like Resurrected or
did
something.
one. Maybe
I
I'm
have
wrong.
never played a Diablo game.
Oh, have you played any kind of that style of game? Like ARPGs that they are? I forget what they're called.
No, I think I played some of Legend of Grimrock or something like that in high school.
Okay.
Not the same thing.
That's
I
that's
played
not.
some D&D games, although my DM sucked.
That's
Yeah, not the
again
same
not
thing.
similar. Path of Exile is one.
Never played Path of Exile.
Grim Dawn.
Grim Dawn is a great one. Torchlight is the one that most people have played.
Never played
Torchlight 2.
Torchlight.
I have a hard time getting into those games because, again, it's
It's
sort of
bad.
like the gameplay isn't very engaging to me, and then it's just inventory management.
Yeah, it's
Which
just
is
it's
hard.
something that you play while you're watching TV.
Yeah, I could see that.
It's
I
like
like
the
I
that.
can't
ultimate
get
like
into those
passive
kind of games.
entertainment.
Yeah. That makes sense. Maybe I'll install Grim Dawn and have to pay attention to it.
Grim
That
Dawn
sounds
is
fun,
good. I mean, like,
actually.
that's what I did like when I'm watching some show I don't care too much about. Just
Yeah.
play Grim Dawn.
I try not to watch
Watch the
shows. I
numbers
don't
go
care
up.
about. Do you have a third question from the something
Well,
Silverhand?
How about we go on to the second one?
Oh, sure.
Yes.
What? Okay, this
Let's
is
just skip the second one.
well. I think we're all just gonna.
Among Us is coming to the PlayStation 5.
That's insane. It's not already.
Apparently not.
Yeah. So Among Us for the PlayStation 5. I'll
Oh.
use my PlayStation controller as the microphone. What is the best game controller ever and why? It's the Xbox 3. Well, I guess we should say the Xbox One controller, right? I mean, have one right here. It just fits in your hand. It feels nice.
I think all
So
controllers fit.
the
with your hand.
Joy-Cons, because
It's not the
you
Joy-Cons.
can separate them and move your
It's
hands
not.
around freely, which has never been done before on a controller.
It's not the Joy-Cons.
Either that or
am the
mouse and
best
keyboard.
game controller ever.
Mhm.
I control the games the best.
Oh.
That is my
Cool.
answer.
Cool. Cool. Do you guys get hand cramps? So I tried to play Mario Kart with some friends, and I had to like hold the Joy-Con in my hand and like use the buttons on the inside, and my hand cramps so bad.
So they have
It was awful.
there's an option in Mario Kart where you can just like it's like you don't have to hold down a button to accelerate because I think so many
Okay.
people were having issues with that.
Yeah. That's stupid. Is a
Excellent,
hot dog
Tango.
a sandwich? No, because a sandwich needs 2 pieces of bread.
No, that's a dumb question. A hot dog's not a sandwich because a hot dog is a circular piece of meat.
I mean, a hot dog's a hot dog, right?
Right.
That's what
It's
it
just
is.
a hot dog.
Why do
No
we have to
sandwich.
start labeling things in broader
I mean, like, is a
categories?
piece of ham a sandwich? No, it's a piece of ham. Dumb question.
Yeah, we don't even need to go any further. This one comes in from Anonymous. Do you like video games?
No.
They're alright. I mean,
Yeah, I think I like them. I like the one. If I don't like it, then I'll stop playing it.
yeah.
Cool.
Alright.
It's
Next
easy.
one. Next email again from Anonymous. Do you like Minecraft?
Yes.
No.
No.
Actually,
Really?
I kind of like it. I just think it's really bad. If that makes
I
sense.
I get hung up on like making sure everything in my again, not to go back to the well here, but I really have an issue because like you'll go out, then your inventory will get full, and then you'll feel like if you start dumping stuff, you're wasting things, and then when you get back, you have to organize everything into chests, and that takes forever, and it's a nightmare, and you have to label all the chests, and that takes a long time too, and it's just not fun.
This sounds obsessive. I think this is really just a problem with your brain and not an
It
issue with
is.
the games at all.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
You know, they're just video games, right? If you waste materials, it doesn't matter.
I
The
understand
thing is,
that.
like Minecraft though, Minecraft could have been good. I want to like Minecraft, but it just sucks so hard, you know.
You have more
Maybe.
respect for materials in a video game than I have respect for like actual human life.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard for me though.
That's insane. And you play strategy games. This must just take forever.
It's a nightmare. Yeah, I have to make
Hours
sure
make
everything's
one
perfect.
move.
Yep.
I would love
Yep,
to be in the
it's not
room yelling at you.
You wouldn't. Yeah, because you have to make sure everything's perfect and you don't want to like waste stuff. It's not good. It's not. I don't really do it outside of video games, so I guess it's not the end of the world. But
Yeah. So, any more mail?
we have 3 more. I told you we got a lot. We have 3
Yeah,
more
yeah,
pieces of
geez.
mail. This is a long one. Jesus. All right. This one doesn't have a name attached to it. I don't even know who this is from. I don't want to read this.
Read it.
Okay. I realize this is an odd question, but I don't know who else to ask except this podcast. Simply put, I'm thinking of starting my own biker gang. It's not going to be something serious. In fact, it'll be kind of a joke. We'll be known as the Weeaboos. There's some foreign text there I can't read. Not final. And have a similar patch design like in the pic. There's no picture here, so I don't know what that is in reference to. The only requirements are that you are a fan of anime or Japanese culture in general and happen to ride a bike. We will meet up in local bars and watch anime together while proclaiming each of our love for our waifus husbandos, comparing Daki Makuras, singing our favorite anime theme songs in karaoke and whatnot. The email continues. We will ride regularly with one person blaring barely legally loud theme music from whatever anime we find to be appropriate. I will try to plan our routes to be just in view, but not too close, so as to not get in trouble of local schools, colleges, and libraries to attract anime Japanese club students. I'm hoping it'll start the national movement out. That's a weird sentence. I'm hoping it'll start the national movement out of being so sheerly mimetic. The bikes won't have to look a certain way. In fact, I'd especially welcome sports bikes because most of them are made in Japan. Japanese-related designs will be praised, such as the Imperial Japanese flag or Pasozoku-style modifications. Concerning hierarchy, everyone of lower rank refer to those above them as senpai, except for myself. Emperor Anon is reserved for that. Sort of a weird sentence again. The ranks will follow traditional feudal Japanese
how
soldier
much
ranks.
longer
We're almost done.
Is this a question? He's just sort of telling us
I'm
what's
not
gonna
sure.
happen.
I'm not sure. I didn't read this before. The ranks will follow traditional feudal Japanese soldier ranks, such as Shogun, Daimyo, Shogun greater than Daimyo, greater than Samurai, greater than Ronin. Yeah, it's weird, but then again, there are Christian and Disney biker clubs, so why not one about people celebrating glorious Nippon? Now, the question is if you guys think I'll be given a hard time by real biker dudes. I read somewhere that having more than one biker club in an area might be asking for trouble. I only want the gang... Stop laughing. I need to get through this. I only want the gang to be a gang by name and nothing else, and obviously it's not like I'd be stealing members from those rednecks. And I guess the question is thoughts or suggestions?
So,
I mean, I would say strap up, right? If you're going to start a biker gang, you need weapons, guns, artillery, right?
this is
I
clearly,
guess maybe katana.
this is clearly written by Darsh in an attempt to besmirch both bikers and anime watchers. So I don't want to engage, but in the off chance that I'm wrong, I think this is really well thought out. I don't think this was actually a question. I think it was really... Whoever wrote this just wanted to hear their information read out loud to see how it feels, and I think it's great.
Yeah,
They don't need
sort of a
anything
long
from us
post.
really here. Like, yeah, it's just, I respect
Yeah.
the idea. It's out there. You've heard it read back to you now. So, listener,
Yeah.
make it your reality. It's great. It can't go wrong.
if I can suggest something, I think you really, I don't remember reading anything about the sort of clothes you'll be wearing. So really think about how you want to dress up. You know, is it going to be a mix of leather and traditional Japanese garments, or
Cosplay.
I was thinking more of like the stereotypical anime Japanese school guy outfit.
The Katsuki robes.
I don't know what that
That's
means.
from Naruto. You've seen them.
Okay.
I guarantee it.
I don't know if I've ever seen them.
I'm gonna post a picture of one on my channel.
You're a big anime fan, Farmsting.
Nope. I actually don't like anime. Let's move on to the next question. I feel like we've engaged in that one for all it's worth. This one comes in again, no signature on this one. If Dimmy is on, can you ask him to defend Sekiro's value while Streamo says it's worthless? Yes. And our last email comes in. It's a link, and it doesn't go anywhere. So.
What was the link, if you wouldn't mind sharing?
The link is shorturl.at. And I believe that's a /E capital C capital H capital L4. And it just takes you to shorturl.at instead of an actual website.
Oh, interesting. I do wonder. I bet that would have been funny.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, if only we had some way of, in real time...
Oh well, that's too bad.
Fixing that.
Yep.
But we don't.
Well, at least one thing that I'm absolutely sure that we have here prepared, if it seems like we're done with our listener email segment, is a backlogged review of the week. So, Farm, why don't you get that on deck and read it out for us?
Yep. The backlog review of the week. Oh, this is fun. Did you guys ever play... You guys had Wii's, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You ever play the those Trauma Center games?
No, I didn't actually.
Yeah.
Did you?
Played Under the Knife. Yeah, I played Trauma Center Under the Knife. I was maybe too young, and it stressed me out, and I had to stop playing it.
It sounds like you get stressed out a lot by video games.
Because I was afraid of people dying.
So
you guys ever play Sight Truck on the Wii?
Here's something actually, not exactly a review of the week, but it's sort of like our discussion questions that we were just doing. So, looking at a game like Pokemon, let's say, and let's think about what kind of breakfast each character eats, right?
Which Pokemon?
Pokemon in general, So let's say Puff, and I have here a response here from somebody whose name is Restingcarcass.
Oh. Wait, hold the phone. We have an email. Yep, that's not the question. Not a question.
I think it can be interpreted as a question.
Yep, in my interpretation, it's no.
All right.
So let's move on.
Again, so what kind of breakfast does each character?
Don't really
eat?
want to think about food right now, to be honest.
We're thinking about what kind of breakfast a
Not that hungry.
So Pokemon eat Pokeblocks, berries, or curry, and the intelligent resting carcass
Let's
here
talk more about
decides
curry.
to say,
No.
why don't we imagine the amount of curry diarrhea
let's describe
sloshing around inside
the
the puff?
texture of curry.
She's probably
color.
like 80% stinky slurry by volume. Popping her would be like popping a water balloon filled with whole grain sewage.
Oh, I
What are
wrote
you
this.
doing?
I remember this. I wrote this.
You did write that, yes. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot to think about.
When did I write this? That was like a daily discussion post, right?
We need not go into when it
Oh,
was
yeah,
written.
we don't need to talk about that.
As I understand it, I believe it was written at least 23 hours ago.
Oh my gosh.
It was written like
Yeah,
years
so
ago.
that's really... Do you
Why
have
did
any
you
thoughts on
send me
that,
that?
Farmstick?
What?
Do you have any thoughts? Questions? Comments?
I'm a bit of an artist with words. I understand if you're intimidated.
Well, I'll tell you what. I think we're going to have to cut it a little short here at the Last Video Game Podcast. But if you want to reach out to...
We need to do the backlog review of the week.
We just did.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did. I read it.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. Help me find one. Well, name a video game, quick. Someone name a video game.
All right, here we go.
Thumper.
I got it. This is a review of
Thumper?
Metal Slug 2.
Nope. Thumper.
This is by Suyan. E muito superior ao primeiro título, tem novas armas.
This is offensive to so many people.
It's just the Portuguese.
That's offensive. We don't listen
It's
to
what?
those people.
Yeah. Alright, pulling up a Thumper review. We're gonna select one. I mean, not select one randomly because I read these all before.
I'm so glad I have the email for the last video game podcast now.
I can't wait for all the wonderful... I'm gonna start forwarding your emails to Streamer and he can open them first. Not a whole lot of good reviews. Backlog review of the week. Thumper. It's an amazing game about rhythm, precision, fast thinking, and several attempts. It's just not for me, says Pateka. So that person didn't like it, even though they gave it 3.5 stars.
Well, why don't you... I think they should take some of my advice and go, stop reviewing games.
I'm wondering who asked. This is like people on Yahoo Answers, where you'll ask a question and someone will answer saying, "Oh, I don't know." That's what this game review is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody asked.
Like, hey, it's good. I don't like it.
It's not for me. Okay, well then, don't review the game.
Yeah, I guess if you're gonna put such a and not expand on why it's not for you, if you're just gonna say that,
Right,
then
it's
not
a
helpful to
nothing
anyone.
review.
Yeah.
It does nothing. I don't know what that person's tastes are, so saying it's not for me, it's useless.
Well, we can find out. We can find out what they like. So let's see what they have.
we can find their home
yeah.
address.
Well, don't need to do that. We can sort of just sort by user rating on backlog.com.
Figure out who
Sponsor of
they
the
are.
show. They like Minecraft and Skyrim and Gone Home and Firewatch
Oh,
and
Jesus.
The Witcher 3. They like Teamfight Tactics, so Hotline Miami, shout out to Colossus.
Normie gamer.
Rock Band 3, Guitar Hero 3, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. This person really liked A Way Out. A Way Out was funny. I played it for an hour, and I got to a part in the hospital, and I was poking my head over the window and making funny noises to the person I was playing with, and that was fun.
What game are you talking about?
A Way Out.
You have to play it co-op.
Yeah.
Way Out?
I played it with
Way Out.
I played it with Cutest Redhead.
Oh, did
Fun
I
game.
try to... I tried playing this with Risk one time, I think.
Oh, that's not
It was
gonna work.
really awful. Yeah. Imagine a game where you and your friend just have to hold square button in order to move or steal something without getting caught for 10 hours. Imagine being forced to watch an incredibly boring, predictable story because the cutscenes pop up every 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Imagine the action sequences are fucking QuickTime events or running straight on the corridor type roads. Imagine hearing, "Come on, help me with this," over and over every 30 seconds. Well, you need a lot of idiotic confidence to be able to say, "Fuck the Oscars with such a terrible game."
I've
What?
Did you like it?
I've imagined all those things. Now what?
Well, you need a lot of confidence to be able to say "fuck the Oscars" with such a terrible game.
Well, I think it's because
I
the
don't
guy
think
who
that's a
made it said
directive.
it at the Game Awards, which really goes to show you.
Usually, when you're being asked to do something, there's a directive afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Go
Right.
pick this up, then go move it over. I was told to imagine something and sort of just left on my own.
Okay, so now, well, go back to that space where you were imagining those things,
Okay.
and then give us your take on The Way Out.
It is a game that requires me to press buttons to do things. This is what I've established. And it takes some period of time. I think it fits the definition of a video game.
Okay.
So it would excel, though, I think, under that definition. So
Yeah. Did you like it?
at least as good as Excel.
Did you have fun?
That's my
when you
answer.
Played it? Did you?
I don't remember. I don't think we finished it, but I don't think that's the problem with the game, really, so much as just there was other things we were playing.
Yeah.
Trying to get her to be a gamer girl. It's not working out very well.
That's fine.
I mean, at least she doesn't have a more powerful PC than you do.
She does not. Check, she has my old PC,
That's
which is still fairly powerful. Still runs stuff pretty well.
Yeah, like a Way Out.
Yeah. Well, actually, we played that one split screen. Mine.
Oh, that's cool.
She sat in my lap. It's uncomfortable.
So
this is a
I
podcast,
also,
huh?
I also played some more Out of the Park Baseball 2022. If you guys want to hear about that.
I do. Please keep going. Go off.
So I don't know where we left off since last time, but I did. We won the World Series as an expansion team. I think it was like 5 years after the league expanded. And then we won another World Series. And sort of at that point, I realized, the salary is just trying to get to be a little bit too much for me, and we needed to sort of regrow our farm system. So I talked last time about adding Alex Bregman to the team. I traded him for some prospects, and I also traded Lucas Giolito back to the White Sox after I signed him in free agency. I signed him to like this 7-year deal for like $36 million a year. But it really wasn't working for me because I had a bunch of guys who were coming up, heading into arbitration, and I sort of wanted to pay them to keep the homegrown talent on the team. So I traded Lucas Giolito back to the White Sox. He's just been shoving for them. But he's just a little bit too much money for, we're still sort of a small market team.
Oh yeah, no, please keep go on.
Then the next year we won the World Series again, which is sort of strange because it was a rebuilding year for me. Oh, and I also I traded for Jared Kalenic, I think is how you pronounce his last name. But he had not a team option, a player option coming up, and I knew based on the way he was playing, he was probably going to opt out. So I dumped him for some prospects too, and that's those people are coming up in the system now and really performing for the team. So I'm happy with those moves.
And that was baseball we were talking about?
Out of the Park Baseball 2022, yeah. Really good game. Really good.
Which one is that?
What do you mean?
The one you said, the baseball. Which one is that?
Yeah, it's Out of the Park Baseball 22.
Nah, that's what I'm asking. Which one is that?
It's I don't understand the question. It's
the baseball. Yeah, which one is that? I don't know what
it's.
Oh, hold on, I'm looking at a picture. This one.
I don't know what you're asking me.
It's the one with the sticks and the grass.
Oh, the sport. Yeah.
That's not a very good name, I don't think, for the name. I would call it stickball.
Well, no, because there are bases too that you need to run to when you hit the ball.
Are there bases?
Yep.
So,
no.
I'm Google imaging the word base.
There are bases.
And wow, this is not what I was expecting. Hold on. Go to my channel.
Well, they're like little bases.
This is what happens when I Google image the word base. This was a legitimate option.
Why does it look like that?
That's what I'm asking. I don't know. Yeah, thanks for listening, everybody. I'll be back soon, I hope.
Is its butt supposed to look like testicles? And the legs supposed to look like two penises?
I think it's whatever makes you happiest, brother.